Episode 9 is set to end the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy itself by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one aspect of Episode 9 that a lot of people are really looking forward to seeing in this movie is exactly how J.J. Abrams is going to utilize the characters of Kylo Ren and Rey in this story, specifically within the third act of the film that will involve a major lightsaber duel between the two that will actually, stand on its own away from The Force Awakens. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with one of the major lightsaber duels in Episode 9. Specifically, what's really intriguing about all of this is that shot descriptions consisting of both Kylo Ren and Rey chasing each other with their lightsabers ignited as a bridge is collapsing behind them. It's described to be a bridge that leads to the First Order headquarters. In the background, a large land battle is happening, including AT-ATs that are headless, shooting down A-wings in the distance. The next goes over Kylo Ren and Rey stopping their lightsaber duel for a second, where they begin to exchange dialogue where it's described that Kylo is giving Rey a last chance to turn to the dark and stand by his side, or face the consequences, where it's said that Rey has a parallel moment to Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi, where she says never and runs toward Kylo, where both of their lightsabers are locked into place. As the blades are locked more together, more dialogue is exchanged where, of course, it's described that Rey sees a shred of light in Kylo, and that she reminds Kylo about his mother, General Leia Organa. In the film, it's said that Kylo's one weakness has to do with his mother, Leia, and that Rey attempts to use that against him. The last describes Kylo breaking free of the lock and striking Rey's leg where she gets a minor wound that slows her down during the lightsaber duel. So I want to go over a couple of parts about all of this. Now, first things first, I think that the thing that J.J. Abrams is really expanding off of what we got a glimpse of in The Last Jedi here, is, of course, Kylo Ren having that weakness. That major weakness is, of course, his mother, right? We saw that he could not go through with killing her in Episode 8 by pressing the button on his TIE silencer, launching the missiles. He couldn't do it. So JJ is expanding off of that and implementing that idea into Star Wars Episode 9, giving Leia a great purpose in this movie. Now, how iconic would it be if Leia, one of the other last remaining Skywalkers, right, is the one to bring balance to the Force, is the one to turn Kylo Ren to the light side of the Force? It's very possible because we do know that J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio are giving Leia a very important storyline in this movie. They're giving her a very important role in the movie that's going to have a big effect on one of the sequel trilogy characters. And honestly, guys, I think that one of the big sequel trilogy characters that's actually described that will have a big effect by Leia has got to be Kylo Ren. Now, moving past all of this, the other part that I do want to go over is the actual battle itself. Now, we heard about Rey getting an injury of some kind in this movie to her leg, and now we know exactly how this all happens. Now, this actually happens because Kylo Ren strikes her upper thigh specifically, that slows her down during the lightsaber duel. Again, like I say, we saw something similar happen to Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones by Count Dooku. So you can see all the small little parallels that J.J. Abrams is using from the past movies and inserting that into Episode 9. And let's not forget, Rey actually yelling out never, just like Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi, where she eventually runs toward Kylo Ren and starts fighting him with her lightsaber. So what I like about all of this is that this lightsaber duel, it really seems like it really is going to be Anakin versus Obi-Wan 2.0. Will it be as good as that lightsaber duel from Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith? That's a big question for sure, and a big question open on the table for discussion right now. Honestly, guys, I will say that I'm not quite sure if J.J. Abrams will even be able to make this lightsaber duel better than that one. To me, I mean, if you look at the entire Skywalker saga, Anakin versus Obi-Wan as a lightsaber duel is pretty up there. I would definitely have to say that it's up there with the Empire Strikes Back duel between both Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. It's so iconic, it's classic, and at this point, a lot of people grew up with that actual lightsaber duel. So, J.J. Abrams, we do know that he has to go all out with this movie. He has to do a lot of action-packed sequences, a lot of inspirational pieces from the prequels will be inserted into the film. So you can really see, how this movie is going to gravitate towards both the original trilogy fans and the prequel trilogy fans alike. So the last thing that I really do want to touch on here is, of course, this bridge that actually is collapsing between both Kylo Ren and Rey and the First Order headquarters. So we do know that the headquarters in Episode 9 has this massive bridge that connects to one of the cliffs over this unknown world. We're not quite sure exactly what planet this is going to be in the movie, but nonetheless, we do know that this is the First Order headquarters in Episode 9. So, like I say, guys, I cannot wait to see, what the visuals are going to look like on the big screen, especially in IMAX once this movie drops come December of 2019. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night